Hi, hello, and happy Valentine. That's the first thing I would like to say because I'm translating today, and today is a Valentine situation. And Valentine is the place where people would like to go. Okay. Usually, you would think about that Valentine is the day. Okay. Valentine is for couples, and Valentine is about the gifts. Okay, but I would say Valentine is about the place. Okay, the place where couples would like to go. Okay, and the only place during the Valentine that couples would like to go is probably into a fantasy situation, right? Fantasy world where is desire, where is passion. Okay, where is love. Okay. And Valentine is about the story. When people think about the Valentine, they think about the romance, they think about the wild adventures, they think about adult games, they think about the experiences, they think about risky things. This is a love story. Okay? Valentine for me is erotica. Valentine, I associate with a god, okay, who has an arrow and shooting someone, and that person is getting, hurt. Okay, that's for me is the Valentine that someone will get hurt. Love, love is the feeling that people sometimes getting hurt. Okay, and love stories can be various, okay, starting from a very happy stories, okay, and love stories can actually be painful, right? That's why I am talking about eros, that's why I'm talking about cupid, okay, that's why I'm talking about different situations when the love strikes. Okay, love strikes, or it can strike anyone, and of course, we all want love, and we all want to be in love, and we all want to stay loved, right? Stay this way, okay? However, love is a feeling and it fluctuates, okay? Some people say love is a flower and you have to water it, okay? I absolutely agree. It can be a flower too, okay? So, yesterday I was driving in my car and I see this guy carrying red roses, the bouquet, and I know that he was getting ready for Valentine's. Okay. And then my son came and bring me a beautiful flowers, like a bouquet of flowers. And I know that men associate Valentine with giving flowers to women. Okay. And that is great that men feel this way, that they have to uh, share, flowers, attention, right? This is kind of a sentiments that we have, right? It's rituals. Okay, what is the ritual? Okay, ritual is when people developing some science, okay, and then they, in love people, they also can create rituals, okay, and erotic photography, in my point of view, become a ritual, okay, and I'm here to discuss erotic photo shoots for Valentine, erotic experiences, love stories that we create during photo sessions and video sessions. Okay, and of course, I'm here to discuss rituals. Okay, rituals and risky things. So, you see, this erotic photo shoot or hot and sexy pictures, this is that element which bonds people that you can communicate. It's like a new channel and everyone has the phone, and everyone can jump on this adventure, right? And sexy pictures are also putting some people into kind of a danger or a risky zone. Okay, and what is risky situations when actually the desire and passion, okay, accumulates, right? And that's why we need to have risky situations in the relationship, because if your love story becomes very familiar, very cozy, very friendly, and very known, okay, that risk or a danger elements, leaves, right? And then people become friends. Okay, people become neighbors. People become, like how to say, partners, but living without intimacy. Okay, so intimacy, it's mystery. It's communication where people feel, different vibration. Okay, when going to erotic photo shoot, that's exactly what they feel. They feel risky and frisky. Okay, they feel excited and nervous at the same time. You see, these are vibrations that makes you feel alive. Okay, when you cozy and familiar and you know everything with time, okay, it becomes a routine. Okay, and I think that erotic photography is that element that can bring this risky, elements into your relationship, because it's the way how we communicate. Okay, our messages become really short now, and you send the heart, and it's a happy Valentine already. Person who you send it to, emoji, they know that this is happy Valentine's today. You don't even need to add any words anymore. Okay, you don't need to write anything long there. Okay, so photography story. Okay, and when you understand how to portray the situation, tell the story, right? It becomes it becomes something more. And that's what I say, creating a ritual in your relationship, you as a couple, and sharing something mysterious, something sexy, something precious, something intimate, it can ignite the spark. Okay, because people very often during the Valentine, they just, they just being friends. Okay, and the majority of people, you see, they're looking for that passion and looking for that element when they really want. Okay, then they really want. So Valentine stories could be very happy stories, okay, where people are in their element and they feel the energy and they are on fire. Okay, and they are absolutely in love and understand each other. Okay, but Valentine stories can be also when people are long time together and there is something like missing. You see, I'm not gonna lie here. Okay, there is a very big percentage of couples who are looking to hire models or looking somewhere else or living in infidelity, right? Just because something is missing. And what is missing, it is that risk, it is that danger, it is that feeling being on the edge. It's a part of you that is missing. Okay. And people go into this routine and that, warmth and coziness, and then later do not know how to create that passion and desire. Okay, because that feeling is on the other side of what it is familiar. The feeling where sits the passion and desire and the wants is somewhere where you don't know. It's unknown. It means that you both need to go somewhere and do something new for yourself. Okay. And that's, the great news that there are many places where you can go. Okay. And many things you can do. Okay. And erotic photo shoots, which I'm going to discuss today, is one of those things. Adults, you see, nowadays getting more and more, how to say, more and more richer. They're developing themselves, right? People are working on themselves, and the relationships get richer. And the richness, I'm talking about going in depth and understanding and practicing. okay, and doing many things together. That's what I mean, richer. I don't mean in dollars, okay? So when I'm talking about experiences, that's one of the ways where you can become very rich. Because you see, when you do things that you never done before, when you expose yourself, when you undress, when you're doing things, adult games, naughty games, kinky things in front of the camera, you there, you see, showing not only your body, you feeling and experiencing a mix of emotions. You know, at the beginning, when I see people how they starting nervous, they starting frozen, they starting stiff, they don't know, they need help, they worry, they have inhibitions. You see, they worry that something is wrong with them, okay, that they would not perform, that they would not look good in front of the camera. Okay, they being shy and they being ashamed of what they're doing. And then they feel guilty. You see, there are a lot of emotions that are getting processed during that erotic photo shoot. And when they together, it is much easier to overcome these emotions because, believe it or not, the factor that they still are going to have fun and have the greatest time ever takes over. And at that moment, they are processing a lot of negative information, which is embodied in their physical body, right? Emotions, they stay, you know, they become part of you, okay, those negative emotions, and then later they come out as a kind of like an illness. Usually that's what's happening with emotions, you know. And so when you're processing that information, right, you get rid of this load and you get rid of this rubbish. And that's the place when you are doing it, because you see, when you are creating erotic photography, you are undressing. And this is the most vulnerable place and the most insecure that you can feel, right? And when you get rid of this, you know, feeling shame or, you know, uncomfortable being in front of the sun, you just get into that eros zone, freedom. You see, freedom when you don't care, when you are happy the way it is, when you feel, you know, great, then you're going into a confident state. And when you entering that confident state, that is where the sexy looks and the feel comes out. You cannot be, you see, worried, nervous, and ashamed and sexy at the same time. You can't. These are two different emotions and two different states. Yeah. For ladies, like I say, you cannot be a little bit pregnant. You are pregnant or you're not pregnant. So when people are scared and nervous and creating erotic photo shoot, they can't create sexy stuff. It looks not sexy. Okay. But what I am doing is I am helping them to pass that stage and go into a different mode, different feeling within themselves. Okay. Because that's where it starts, you know, the good stuff. Okay. So the longer people shoot, the better they get. The longer they processing their files and stay in there, the more they clear out. Okay, just move that information out of themselves. I am at that moment shooting everything. So when they would look at their images, there will be on and off, on and off. Okay, good ones, maybe ones, really bad ones. Okay, different mix. So that's how they move on with the stage. There will be, like I said, mixed emotions, when they finally go into the zone, and then some kind of a thought comes in, and they drift, and they become still, and everything is embodied. What happens in your head, what you think about, right, expressed in your body. So when you come and undress in front of the camera, that is when you see it. You can't see your emotions within yourself. You can see yourself in the mirror. Now I'm looking at the cameras, okay? And I can see myself. But if there will be no cameras to look at, I would not be able to look into myself, you know? So that is why we have mirrors. Okay, mirrors are there so that we can check ourselves. When the photography was created at the beginning, right, it was created for the therapy purposes. And they were shooting people who was passed away and keeping those memories in the families. Now I believe that photography is a therapy tool. And people who practice this, they get that taken care of. What I mean by practice this, have you noticed that there are, for example, very spiky situations? There is an actor or a singer comes out and becomes famous, and he becomes visible everywhere, okay? And then that person see himself so clearly, see himself, that he straight away loses weight, makes some kind of a drastic changes about himself, and so on, right? Because finally he is able to see himself, you know? That's how it is. So when you're practicing photography, you see, when you're doing it for yourself and yourself, it slightly takes longer. Okay, slightly takes longer. The reason why you hiring a photographer, okay, in general, even in erotic photo shoot for couples, right? Couple hiring photographer or videographer to take those videos, that person is able to cover the angles that they would never do it, you know? Not only the angles, but I'm just saying, starting from the angles, okay? They can learn lighting, okay? They can learn posing, they can learn composition, they can set up the background, they can do everything. But you see, the photographer would do different trajectories and different situations that they will never be able to repeat in a million years. And the longer photographer is in business and working and getting more experience, the less chances they have to repeat it. You see, in this work. That's why that person who is working for you at that moment, taking those shots in a different projections, in a different way, that you can see yourself and analyze yourself in a different perspective. Understand? People very often think, why would I need a photographer? How many pictures, like really hot ones, like really wow, you own? How many you have? You know? You're supposed to be like a really good photographer and practice a lot to get really good ones, you know? And even when you shoot photography in my studio, I can tell you, the more we shoot, that is not absolute, but majority is this way wired. That the more we take pictures, the more we have goes, the more we test it, the better it gets, you know? So people think that they will arrive into the studio in 3 or 5 shots, they will accomplish this and smash this. And most of the time it is a yes when they are models. The models shoot very quickly because they learn to present themselves, they have their confidence, they know where the camera is, they know where the light is. They are different, just different people. Okay? When person never had a photo shoot, and especially erotic photo shoot, it takes time. It's like learning driving. It takes time. It's like learning dancing. You can do a few moves, but in reality, if you want to learn the dance, you need to know the steps and you need to learn the steps. Otherwise, you would not dance. Okay. Or when you go to cooking, you see, you need to know the recipe. And you need to have good products, right? And then, even then, if you know the recipe and good products, it is not guaranteed that you are going to make it from the first time, unless you are a chef. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So, photography is very similar. People need to learn to shoot in the studio and to understand what's happening. But at the very first and at very beginning, I am explaining that this is all about your body. Okay? Successful photo shoot, okay? It's all about you. People have to get responsibility on their side. Okay? It's not that the photographer will pose you there, will light you there, will motivate you, and would how to say, magically make you look confident and all hot sexy and in your element. No, people have to feel it, inside there, and express that. Then when it's happening. And yes, you can do without it. Yes, you can do without it. There are plenty studios when you come and you undress, and like I say, it's a it's a roasted chicken situation. Do you see the grill? The grill is just turn the chicken is naked in that turn, you know like that, and it's all all cooked from the every side. Okay, so you can be that chicken in the studio as well, right? But people usually don't feel anything there, and they do not have enough time to go into their element. That's for a very simple reason, because you see, confidence, especially when you're doing it first time, it arrives a little bit later. Unless you are a professional model and you already come with the confidence and dress and, smashing it, right? Most of the time, people, when they are dressing, they have a lot of imperfections. They have a lot of inhibitions. They have worries. They are nervous. They are shy. They are scared. You see, and even I'm shooting mature people. Even mature people are shooting for confidence boost, to learn, to feel sexy, right? They lived life and they still need to know that they are sexy at this age, and then they are sexy people, right? So that's why people are shooting. But like I said, the more you shoot, usually the files are getting better, not worse. It's an absolute in any craft what you learn. You go to the classes, you dance more, you learn more. Okay, you go to the photography studio, it's the same. You stay longer, you shoot better content. Okay, and yes, you can have content shot in a very short time and very quickly. It's like a fast food. It is optional, and it is an option for some people, right? You can have a fast food. Usually it has an aftertaste. Okay? Usually. Unless you're a fast food lover. It's like, it's like intimacy. Okay? It's like intimacy. The same. So make love situations or make love stories usually followed by the intimacy. Couples, when they shoot Valentine love stories, they have different stories to create and want to create different stories that are very special to them. This is about what they like, how they like. Okay, this is about how they want to perform, what they want to wear, how they want to be together. You see, every story is different. and there are different preferences. Some people like to go all the way, and I ask how far they want to go. Okay, and they want to reach happy end, and they want to reach climax, and they want to go to the night cloud. And some couples would say we don't want any nudity, any sex, nothing sexual. There are different couples out there. Okay, and that's why I have different options, of course, for my studios. Yeah, let me just quickly check what people are writing, and I'll just answer a few questions, comments, and I will continue with my Valentine adventure. Again, everyone is a happy Valentine. And hi, hello, 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 hello. Okay. Yes, happy Valentine, happy Valentine. Let me just quickly see what we have. You can ask questions about erotic photo shoot. Okay, nude photo shoot, explicit photo shoot, make love stories, make love fantasies for couples. And of course, I'm shooting erotic photography with hot and sexy models. Couples hire models for adult adventures at studio. Right? This is a very popular fantasy threesome fantasy and a cuckold fantasy. That's the situations when couple would like to try. Okay. It seems like I've seen a lot of messages. I don't see them anymore, so I'll just quickly, or I just scroll it into my fantasy. Okay, all the way. Yes, yes. So majority, okay. Most of the couples, because now everything is so exposed, they want to go all the way. Okay, and when I start shooting mature people, I thought they're more conservative. Okay, I thought that the people, the older they get, they would more, how to say, would want to hold back. No, mature people even more want to try. No limits photo shoots. Okay, would you accept the offer to join? Yesterday, I was just discussing that on live. Okay, and I probably will be able. You see, there are questions which I repeat constantly. Okay, and me joining is the constant question. And I will tell you, if there will be a cameraman, okay, no one will ask. No one would care. Okay, you understand? Because there is a woman, okay, somehow, and only men assume that the woman doing erotic photography for that reason that she can drop her clothes off camera, throw everything, and just join them. That's why she's doing this. That's what they think. Okay. No, seriously. That's how the fantasy goes with men. Okay. That's why she's doing photography. So that later she could join everyone. Okay. I have nothing to do. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. I don't see any more questions. So I shall continue with my Valentine. No, I look. Why would I accept the invitation? You tell me one reason. Why would I accept the invitation? Do I getting paid for this? Do you know what that means? Sexual contact is not a joke. Okay, it's seriously not a joke. If you would understand a little bit more about it, okay, the psychology and the reasons, energetic reasons behind it, you would stop putting your tool everywhere. Okay, seriously, because it can kill you. Right? It's not because of even illness or disease. You see, the energy connections are even worse, okay, than any kind of illness, okay, because it's draining your energy and taking, your energy away from you know. So going around and sleeping around, it's not a very good thing to do. Okay, unfortunately, we are designed this way when we are children. Like I said, we're picking up every rubbish from the floor, to get immunity. Okay, our body collects information and we gather immunity. When we're going into teenagers years and we're becoming adults at that moment, right? There is alter ego kicks in situation. Alter egos to one collect that information as well about sexuality. So that's where we are allowed, to go into the contact to gather that information. But when there is an adulthood developed already, okay, there are some information out there unless people do not hear themselves, okay, but people who you connected to, they are taking your energy. And you would not believe this or not, I'm working in adult business for a really long time, okay, that's why they doing this exchange, okay, sex for money, because both are energies. Okay, money is the energy, and sexual adventures are also energies. Okay, so they're exchanging. This is their exchange. How equal is exchange, and how to say, how to say how worthy is exchange? It's another thing. Okay, but this is like a demon trait. Okay, I can tell you that. Why I'm saying this way? Because alter egos are demons. Okay, they're consuming in subconscious mind a lot of energy of yours, and they're making you do things. Alter egos, these are addictions. Okay, addictions, and you see, because I'm working in adult business more than 20 years. Okay, and I've been in places where, like, seriously, you can see people that they are obsessed with these alter egos. Yeah. So, I will talk about this later. Okay, but there are some people who do not understand, and they think that this is just a joke, and then they surprised why they do not achieve anything in life because they spread themselves too thin. you know, Spread themselves too thin. When I worked in adult business, I've seen a lot of adult models who were, adult models providing sexual services. You ask me the question, how many successful after I've seen? How many really doing good? You ask me that question. Because I've just seen totally different information, addiction, suicides, and just so on and so on. That is not the great place. And even someone is flashing with the money or whatever they're doing, I can tell you, this is a fool. People are fooling you. Okay. Okay. Now they're giving in adult business, you see, before people were hiding, and now they're giving awards. Okay. Awards for that. Yes, hi, hello, happy Valentine. Happy Valentine. How can I join the industry? I just spoke, you see, when people want to join the industry, first of all, depending on what industry you want to join, but you have to have your own portfolio. When you have your portfolio, you contact uh, agencies, okay, because you have to have your own agent, right? So, and you have to have an experience. Okay, don't you think that you will show up in there? Usually, to get an experience, you would need to shag lots of people. Like, no one will pay you at the start very much. You see, it's not so straightforward. Okay, you need to find a very good agent, and he will, share you around and so on. Yeah. Or another way is through social media, but not social media. Like, you go to adult websites and become the best shagger in the world, like that kind of a thing. And then hire a team who will represent your content. And I mean who will shoot your content, edit your content, publish your content, and promote your content. That's another way to doing it. Okay. For ladies, it's much easier. They just find an agent does everything for them. Okay, and I can, for ladies, that's easy. That's easy. You just need to have a good agent. If you're a woman, if you're a woman, you know, I can straight away contact you. You know, if you're a guy, it's different. You can contact you with the agent, but you have to be like drop dead gorgeous. There are very big requirements out there, you know, very big requirements. So that's why I'm saying people, everyone can make it in adult business. Everyone, okay? But agents would look for very special skills, a very special look, because agents want to make money. If you don't have either of that, okay, then you need to take care of yourself and be your own agent. Okay, and that's how you will go into adult business. Create a portfolio, sell this around, make few movies, show yourself, create your profile on OnlyFans or whatever you want. Okay, and just start from there. I am making erotic photo shoots for couples. Okay, couples who never done erotic experience before. Couples who feel like there is something missing in their life. Okay, couples who have no intimacy for a really long time. Couples who looking to reconnect. Okay, couples who want to be sexy and frisky with themselves. Okay, couples who would like to try new experiences like photo shoots with hot and sexy models. I am not in porn industry, you know. And when people are talking about erotic photo shoots, okay, they you know how to say, this is a totally different direction. I'm making art, you know. I'm making art. I'm not interested in porn. You know how different the porn is and shooting porn? It's day and night in terms of the energy. Day and night. Even if people are excited and fancy themselves, it is totally different when shooting couple who are together, you know, who have love, who have, you know, connection, who have, you know, different bases, you know. They are not shooting for fame and money. You understand? There are different goals out there, okay? But people get the biggest education now, you see, on adult channels. And they think that everywhere they see nudity, this is an adult direction, adult, you know, porn situation, you know? And then they create erotic fantasies in their heads. And that's how they think the life is. You know, porn is the place where men never get rejected. You know, porn created by men, okay? By men, okay? And they created this way that the woman is always wanting and always willing and always excited to accept them. They never get rejected in there. They never said no. Okay, that's what is the fantasy about porn. It's not a reality. If you want to live in porn, okay, you better prepare for this exchange. Okay, money to sexual energy, and you will see how it will drain you and put you down. You know, you'll just wait. Okay, so that's the situation about that. But you know, these different games are here out there on this planet, and everyone is playing their own game. Now we drifted into a place where it is not a Valentine. Okay, Valentine for me is for people who are looking for love, okay, and for people who are in love, and for people who are in a relationship, okay, and they want to find love again, okay. They, you see, when you have this routine life, you have children, you have duties, mortgages, and stuff, people just go and drift, okay, with their things and drift apart, okay. But there is always, the chance for them to come back to it, and practicing and having new experiences and risky experiences with their partner. That's when they go back. You see, that's when they go back. Okay. The corn industry is fake and lots of falsehoods. I can tell you, how is it you're saying it's fake if it's an illusion? Okay. If it's just a fantasy, of course it's imaginary. And the satisfaction that you get in there, it's designed to keep you in your mind and stuck to be lonely. Okay. This industry is based on alter egos. Okay, because alter egos, they are not interested you going and doing, finding the partner and practicing. No, no. This industry is there to keep you hand gliding at home. Okay, and fantasizing and creating in scenarios in your head and having this imaginary relationships with whatever models you imagine. Okay, but it is not the real life. Okay, like you say, corn industry is fake. Of course it's fake. It's a different dimension, it's a different world, and the satisfaction which you get on the hormonal level, even if you're watching that movie and you come during that session watching, it's a totally different outcome when you would do it with your partner. Different energy, different vibration. It's, with your partner, it's a healing element. You see, when you're doing with the real people, okay, you are healing each other. That's why we design to do it. That's why people have to be together and maintain this intimacy to live longer, to live healthier, to live happier, and of course, to look better. Do you know that it is, and for someone who is older, they can straight away identify the couple who is intimately close. It's visible on their face, you know? It is just visible that they are doing it. And you see people who are, in the friend zone or living for the mortgage and so on, and do not understand why they are together. It is also visible. It is visible when there is love and connection between those two people and when it's gone. Because one couple is alive and I can sense this straight away in my studio, and another couple is dead and you need to rehabilitate them. You just know that you need to put a lot of work today to bring them back into any kind of vibration, you know, because they are not interested in each other to start with. Okay, they don't want to do anything much. Okay, he is here to fix her. She is here because he maybe fantasized a long time and she's trying to be nice or good for him. I mean, like that kind of a situations. So that's how it is. So corn, corn industry. That's a very good name. I was just thinking how to change it. Okay. How to change it? Corn industry. Yes, because when you say corn, this the robots cannot identify you. Cannot identify you. Very good. Okay, so yeah, corn industry is fake. It is fake. How you want to be and feel their real emotions if it's made to keep you there. Okay, and keep you single for longer because you imagine this everything differently. You see? Yeah. Okay. Let me just quickly get me an agent too, Julie. I can pay stuff. I can play. Step grandpa. Why do you think that I'm an agent finder? Okay, I just said that for girls it is very straightforward, and I know these agents who will make them straight away, put them into great agencies and into the movies with money. Okay, did I say that I know these agents that would promote men? No, I don't know. For ladies, you see, it's a totally different. They need fresh meat. Okay, fresh meat. You know, the more willing, the more younger, the better. Okay, there are a lot of fresh meat which is coming. So yeah, agents are always are looking. But grandpa scenario online, every kind of scenario online would work. Okay. What you need to do is, like I said, find someone on IT who knows how to open account and load the content there, and you find someone who will shoot the content for you and make it. Okay. And be your own manager, be your own agent. That's what you know. Do you like young guys? And yes and no. Okay, and yes and no. You see, there are young guys who live a grandpa's life. You know, they have a very old spirit. Okay, and old people living in there. Okay, so with them, I can find how to say what, like something in common. Okay, but there are absolutely young, premature people who who just need to grow up, and of course there are mature people who are very young and need to grow up. It depends, it depends, but I can tell you that young people start liking me, that's for sure. Finding someone you love and being able to share your sexual desires with one another is way better. It's the only way. It's the only way to actually live a happy and successful life, and I mean it. you know and I mean it, because you see, when the person caring about you, and they vibrate different energy, they of course want to improve you. Okay, woman designed to improve men, right? That's why the women are there. Okay, right. And the connection between men and women is like the key and the lock. Okay, you cannot open the higher realm doors. You cannot go into this climax, the highest levels, reach. Okay, only when you meet each other, and only when you're practicing love and intimacy together. That watching, you can watch corn. You see, you all writing corn and educating me. Okay, I was just thinking not to use this word at all. Okay, and now you said corn. Okay. It's associating me with this situation when Bill Gates bought a lot of land in US, and just bought a lot of land in there, and what he is planting there, I don't know, corn probably. Okay, thank you. Absolutely, yes, you're right. In the eyes and the body language. Okay, I have young spirit. That's good. I inserted my key. It's really good. Yeah, yeah, you have to have your log. Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to find it. That's why you are here. People think, okay, no, seriously, people think that they are here to make money, to buy houses, or to make businesses. Okay. And in the reality, they are wasting their time, because they will come back to this earth again and again and again. And the only thing what they need to find is their lock. The key has to find their lock to leave this fucking planet. Okay? That's the game we are playing. And no one understands this. That is why we have corn channels. Okay? That is why it is nowhere educated that we have to have this relationship, that we have to have this intimacy. That is why we do not have many examples, okay, who to follow in the relationship, especially mature people, okay? That is why it's been so postponed and so suppressed. And so, intimacy is related with things that people feel dangerous, scary. Okay, it's not allowed to talk, it's not allowed to do this or to do that. This is like so bad. This is so, don't do this. It's just like, you see, everyone was just, this way. They've been taught and they grown up in the way it is so suppressed and it's so not allowed. And on the other side, there is a big corn industry. You see, the biggest, 80% of internet. Okay, and everywhere in London you will go, there are corn industry, people walking around or on internet. You see how it goes? It's seriously, it's the same like with health situation. Okay, with health situation, our bodies are designed to be healthy. Okay, forever, to fix itself. We have this machine. We live in the spaceship. Okay, majority of us do not know how to control the spaceship to start with. Okay, but it's designed to fix itself. So you know what this industry is created? Okay, let me just. Oh, okay. I have this situation here I need to fix. Okay, let me very quickly say this because I need to go. This industry is created as food, okay? Foods, and created as entertainment, okay? Which takes our time and sucks our, drains our energy, and foods would poison us. So then later we have to go and you see, go into the pharmacies or go to see professional health professionals to fix us, okay? And there are so many people who are ill because the system is created to make us feel this way and to deliver us from actually natural resources. And the first and foremost is to find your relationship with your partner and maintain it. No one teaches us that. No one even telling that this is so important. This is like critical. This is the penicillin. Actually, penicillin is very old drug, okay, and it helped a lot of people, right, when it started. But most of us are now immune to it because we had too much in our generations and in our blood. But you would be surprised. There is new generations, amoxicillin and other stuff. But you will be surprised that here in London they are pushing these cheap drugs. Okay, no, seriously, they're curing and subscribing this all cheap drugs. Okay, they do. Okay, right. You know how these companies were created after the war. Okay, after the war, Rockefellers burn all the medical books, right? And start making drugs from the oil, you know and that's why this war was created for, because these Jewish and other camps, they were treating and how to say, they were like mice, but on mice are those dogs, these animals where you do test on them. Okay, so that's how this business started. This war in general was that beginning, okay, because then medicine has a drastic change. There was no natural or herbal or whatever medicine. It's all stopped because everyone started taking chemical drugs. You see? Okay. So that's when it was, and every doctor start, a totally different education process. Okay, that there is just one way to heal and cure the bodies, right? It's through the chemical situation, which the pharmacies are the number one profit companies, okay, in the world. Right. Okay, thank you so much for this Valentine's situation. Happy Valentine to everyone. I have to leave now because I'm gonna be late. I'm already late. Happy Valentine, everyone who's seen me. And we went into the chat, and I did not speak much about the Valentine and anything, but thank you so much for distracting me. I'm very easy. Artists are creative people and they are very easy to be distracted. That is why I'm taking the breaks and then coming back to my topic. If I will be constantly reading what you're writing, I would never finish a topic. You see how it goes. Okay. Great, great that you could listen. We will have a discussion next time, maybe tomorrow. Okay, because I'm on the mission. I'm on the mission to make 30 live videos in the day, in the week, in the month. 30 videos in the 30 days. That's my mission. Okay. Thank you so much and happy Valentine. Happy Valentine to you. Happy Valentine. Bye.